The only way that I knew that this was the layout originally of this area is when I was repairing plaster on this wall. I found a shadow of the original stairs. So when you find that, then you can figure out that there's a quarter. My name is Scott Bartel. I run architectural restoration technique in Richmond, Indiana. I restore buildings. That's the simplest answer, I guess, but that can run the gambit of millwork, woodwork, carpentry, through masonry, plaster, really whatever an old house needs, but I like to specialize in the way it was done when it was originally built. Architectural restoration involves returning old buildings to their exact intended purpose. The folks that built things with a certain technology at hand knew how things worked. They worked in the way that they were purpose-built. And if we change them a whole lot, they don't really work for us efficiently as they once did. So it's pretty important to kind of at least know how they worked originally. And if you want to change it a little bit, I understand, but I kind of find more joy in replicating it or putting it right back to try with some modern conveniences. One of the biggest challenges with restoring versus new build are the materials. I have to salvage building materials all over for new projects. Like a house I'm working on in Cambridge City is from the 1840s. The brick has not been made since the 1860s, that size and that of those specifications. So I had to salvage brick to anticipate that job. And, you know, all this stuff can be reused. And this is just a ecological, sustainable, green thing to save something that we already have and reuse it. It's often expensive right off the gate, but it's not in the long run. It's so much cheaper in the long run, so to the earth and to us as a humanity, and we learn so much from reusing things rather than just scrapping it and getting something new. Deterioration of plaster is called efflorescence, and when the incorrect mortar is used on the exterior of the building, it cannot breathe as it was intended to with lime-based mortars. So the moisture comes to the inside of the building. A building 100 years ago was built to breathe from the inside out. If moisture came inside, it always got to the outside. But now we build in the opposite direction to seal out the elements, the weather, not to live with it, but to live against it. So, favorite part of the work is learning how something was done and reverse engineering something, taking it apart, seeing somebody's fingerprints all over something, thinking about that person, how much they, you know, what their lives were like, what they had to deal with, and it often teaches me to realize how lucky we are today.